Hello and welcome to Thomas Geiger Car. Today with the new Lexus RX, the most important and the best-selling model of the Toyota luxury sister brand. Almost 25 years on the market by now, sold more than 3.5 million vehicles and came pretty close to BMW X5, Audi Q7 or Mercedes GLE. And now they're aiming to get even closer with an evolved design, a brand new powertrain with more comfort and confidence on the road. If you want to know what to expect from that vehicle that hits the market in Europe early 2023, join me on my first test drive here in sunny California and I'll tell you more about it. The design language, it has just been evolved. It is less fancy, less glamorous, more subtle, more solid, more premium, less lines, more shapes, just looking better. One big difference you can see on the side is the bigger wheelbase. Even if the length is the same, the wheelbase has been increased for about 6 centimeters, giving you more room for the driver and most of all, more room for the passengers on the back seat. So your in-laws or your grandparents will have a more comfortable ride, and your kids either way. If you look at the back of the vehicle, you can see the evolved design language as well, and you will find some similarities with a lot of other premium cars on the market. For example, the rear tailgate light going over the whole tailgate as a red LED bar, and the Lexus logo is gone and you see bold Lexus letters written on the tailgate. And the tailgate is more versatile as well. Once you open the trunk, you realize it is more versatile than before. The cargo volume is pretty much the same as in the outgoing model, but they have lowered the loading height for about 3 centimeters, meaning you don't have to work out that much anymore when you haul your suitcases into the trunk. And the trunk is deeper than before, about 5 centimeters longer, giving you more room to put in your luggage. That makes the car a very versatile, family-orientated vehicle, even if it's looking pretty stylish. Yeah, driving the Lexus RX is a very relaxing, very solid, very sovereign thing. The car is offered with 3 power derivatives, at least in Europe. We have the 350h, which is a standard hybrid engine with 250 horsepower. We have the plug-in hybrid 400h+, which delivers 309 horsepower and an electrical range of 65 kilometers. And we have the new top-of-the-line model, the RX 500h that we're driving here, which is the first time ever Lexus is combining a turbo engine with 2 electric motors, giving you an output of 371 horsepower. And it's the first time a Lexus can somehow compete with a BMW X5 or a Mercedes GLE. It is not as aggressive and not as sporty as the German competitors, but it has enough power to accelerate from 0 to 100 in roughly 7 seconds. And everywhere except Germany, top speed with 210 kilometers per hour is more than enough and more than legal. But the real strength of this vehicle is not the aggressive dynamics, it is the relaxed drive. The car has an adaptive suspension that really levels the drive and that almost balances your view. So whatever the car is doing, your eyes are stuck to the road and you have a comfortable feeling. And the comfort is even enhanced by a few new features. You have an advanced rear wheel steering that tilts the wheels for up to 4 degrees, making the car easier in tight corners and more relaxed on highway speeds when you change lanes. You also have new safety systems like adaptive cruise control, lane departure and lane keeping assistance. All that stuff we already know. It's just enhanced, it's working better, it's working more subtle, and you even work and can rely on the driver assistance systems like the automatic distance control without engaging your cruise control. So the car is caring for you and you have a comfortable ride for hours and hours. Another feature that makes this car so comfortable, so calm and relaxed is the new interior design. It is not as fancy as a BMW iX or the new Mercedes models with their huge hyperscreens and all the flashy displays. No, it is quite calm, but it's very functional. You can keep your hands on the steering wheel, you're not distracted, and it's everything there that you need. You even have a wonderful voice recognition system, a dialogue like you have with your iPhone or with your Google phone. You just say, "Hey Lexus," the car wakes up and asks you what you want to do. One really cool feature that shows how much Lexus want to ease your drive and want to make it comfortable and easy to handle the vehicle is the combination of the dials in the steering wheel and the head-up display. Usually you have to look down and to see where you're hitting and what you're doing. In this case, once you touch the buttons here, the display shows you what is up and what functions are beyond the buttons. So you don't even have to look down on the steering wheel while operating the cruise control, the driver assistance systems, or your radio. That's really unique, and that's making driving very easy, even if it's a small detail. Another small detail enhancing the safety are the new door latches. For the first time in a Lexus, they're electrically, so you push the button and the door opens. That's not very special until that point, but combined with the blind spot detection, it becomes a real safety feature, because before you open the door, the car looks to the back, looks if there are pedestrians, if there are cyclists, and if somebody's coming from behind, the door will stay locked and will prevent hitting a bicyclist. Thanks for joining me on that first test drive with the new Lexus RX, the premium SUV from Japan. It's getting really closer to BMW, Audi and Mercedes. A, because of the design, B, because of the interior quality, and most of all, C, because of the new powertrains. Especially the very powerful RX 500h is closing the gap between Lexus and the German premium brands. The only thing that's missing is a V6 or even a V8 engine. Not so much for the power and the speed, but for the status. But since Lexus already has a V6 or a V8 in the lineup, who knows, maybe they will bring it and get even closer to the German competitors.